In the pharmaceutical industry, the role of medical affairs is to bridge the gap between scientific innovation and healthcare delivery. Recognizing this critical nature of the role, Medical Affairs Professional Society has developed a comprehensive framework outlining the core competencies essential for professionals in this field. This framework is a testament to the multifaceted expertise required to excel in medical affairs, encompassing a wide range of skills and knowledge areas. The Medical Affairs Professional Society framework is thoughtfully divided into several domains, each representing a key aspect of medical affairs. Within these domains are six core competencies, and the total is then 42 distinct skills. Mastery of these competencies positions medical affairs professionals at the forefront of leadership in the pharmaceutical industry. They are not just equipped to navigate the complexities of their roles, but actually they are prepared to lead the way in advancing healthcare, shaping policy, and improving patient outcomes. As we explore these domains and competencies, it's important to understand that they are not isolated skills, but interconnected facets of a comprehensive skill set. Together, they form a foundation of a medical affairs professional's expertise, enabling them to drive strategy, foster innovation, ensure compliance, and lead with integrity. For anyone working in medical affairs, mastering these competencies is not just about personal growth, it's about contributing to the broader mission of delivering safe, effective, and ethical healthcare solutions. In medical affairs, the strategy domain represents the foresight, planning, and execution that drive the pharmaceutical industry forward. It includes the overview and vision, the insights, launch excellence, operational excellence, medical strategic plan, and value and impact. Regarding the overview and vision, we have to understand that at the heart of medical affairs is a clear, overarching purpose to bridge the gap between clinical developments and patient needs with a strategic vision. This vision is not just a distant goal or a long term goal, it's the compass that guides every initiative, aligning with the broader objectives of the organization. Medical affairs professionals are the strategists, the visionaries who foresee the trajectory of healthcare advancements and steer their teams towards impactful outcomes. About insights, the foundation of any effective strategy is deep, insightful understanding. Medical affairs professionals are able to gather and analyze a variety of data points, from clinical trials and market research to competitive intelligence. These insights are more than just numbers, they are the lifeblood of the strategic decision making, helping to identify opportunities for innovation and guiding the development of therapies that truly make a difference. Launch excellence, the journey from medical breakthrough to a product that reaches patients, is fraught with challenges. Here, medical affairs professionals shine, contributing to the launch strategies that ensure scientific and medical evidence is communicated effectively. Their role is critical in orchestrating a successful product launch, working hand in hand with cross functional teams to ensure that every step from regulatory approval to market entry is executed flawlessly. Operational excellence strategy is not just about planning, it's about execution, and operational excellence is the principle that ensures strategies are not just visionary but also viable. Medical affairs professionals excel in optimizing processes, and resources, embodying efficiency, adaptability, and a commitment to continuous improvement. Their ability to execute strategic plans with precision ensures that the organization's goals are not just met but exceeded. And about the medical strategic plan, at the strategic core is the medical strategic plan, a comprehensive blueprint that aligns with the organization's overarching goals while addressing the unmet medical needs within the specific therapeutic areas. This plan is a detailed map outlining objectives, tactics, metrics for success. It's a dynamic document, one that evolves with changing landscape of the healthcare and ensures that medical affairs activities are also aligned with the most pressing needs and opportunities. Regarding value and impact, the ultimate measure of any strategy is the value and impact it delivers. For medical affairs, this is not just about economic metrics, it's about improving patient outcomes, advancing healthcare, and driving medical innovation. Medical affairs professionals working in the pharmaceutical industry are not just strategists, they are also advocates for value, continuously articulating and measuring the impact of their work. Their ability to demonstrate this value ensures ongoing support and investment in their vital activities. As we explore these competencies, it becomes clear that the strategy domain of medical affairs is not only about planning and execution, but it's also about envisioning a future where medical innovations reach every patient in need. It's about turning insights into actions, challenges into successes, and investments into outcomes that truly matter. For medical affairs, strategy is more than a domain, it's a commitment to a healthier, better informed world. The second domain of this framework is the scientific acumen, which is the technical knowledge in medical affairs. This includes drug development fundamentals, target product profile creation and usage, regulatory safety and quality fundamentals, clinical trial designs, statistics and epidemiology, critical evaluation of literature or critical appraisal of literature. In this domain, scientific acumen, there is a focus on scientific and technical knowledge. Medical affairs colleagues embody the essence of scientific rigor and expertise. Starting with the drug development fundamentals, this is the foundation of the scientific acumen. It's a deep understanding of the drug development fundamentals. Medical affairs professionals are well versed in the journey from the molecule to the medicine. They understand the intricacies of preclinical studies, clinical trials, regulatory requirements, and the path to commercialization. Their knowledge ensures that every step in the drug development process is informed by scientific rigor and a commitment to safety and efficacy. When it comes to regulatory safety and quality fundamentals, navigating the complex world of healthcare requires a steadfast commitment to regulatory safety and quality standards. Medical affairs professionals are the custodians of these standards, ensuring that every activity, every decision, and every strategy upholds the integrity and credibility of the pharmaceutical industry. Their deep understanding of legal and ethical guidelines is not just a requirement, but a fundamental aspect of their strategic role. When it comes to the target product profile, creation, and usage, a target product profile is a strategic document that outlines the desired attributes of a product in development. Medical affairs professionals are instrumental in creating and utilizing these documents. They ensure that the product development aligns with unmet medical needs and market demands. Their insights help shape the product's characteristics from its clinical endpoints to its safety profile, ensuring that it meets the highest standards of medical utility. and patient care. Clinical trial designs. Understanding and innovating in clinical trial designs is another critical competency. Medical affairs professionals are at the forefront of designing trials that are not only scientifically sound, but also ethically robust and patient centric. They understand various trial designs from randomized controlled trials to real world evidence studies and can tailor these designs to answer the most pressing clinical questions while ensuring patient safety and data integrity. Statistics and epidemiology. A solid grasp of statistics and epidemiology is essential for interpreting any trial and for analyzing clinical data accurately. Medical affairs professionals use their statistical expertise to ensure that study results are valid, reliable, and applicable. They understand the principles of epidemiology to contextualize data within larger population health trends, providing insight that drive better healthcare decisions and outcomes. When it comes to the critical evaluation of literature or the critical appraisal of scientific evidence, in an era of information overload, the ability to critically evaluate scientific literature is more important than ever. Medical affairs professionals are able to analyze the quality and relevance of scientific studies and publications. They can shift through vast amounts of data and publications in identifying the most credible and valuable information. This skills ensures that the organization's strategies and decisions are based on the best available evidence. That is to say, the scientific acumen domain is where medical affairs professionals shine as the scientific backbone of the pharmaceutical industry. Their expertise in drug development, understanding of clinical trial design, statistical acumen, ability to critically evaluate scientific evidence and literature is indispensable. They ensure that every product and strategy is grounded in solid science and contributes to the advancements of medical knowledge and patient care. As guardians of the scientific integrity, their role is not just to inform about the data they have, but to innovate, ensuring the healthcare solutions of tomorrow are built on the firm foundation of the scientific excellence today. The third domain in this core competencies framework is the business acumen. And in this domain, we can say that medical affairs professionals bridge the gap between scientific expertise and the broader business landscape of the industry. So let's explore the core competencies within this domain, underscoring the pivotal role these professionals play in aligning medical innovations with market needs and healthcare trends. The first component of this domain, healthcare systems and trends. Understanding the intricacies of healthcare systems and trends is fundamental for medical affairs. They navigate the complex landscape of healthcare delivery and they stay ahead of emerging trends, policy changes, and shifts in patient care models. Their insights into how healthcare systems operate and evolve enables them to anticipate changes and position their organizations to respond effectively, ensuring that medical innovations reach those who need them most. The second component is global payer and reimbursement models. Knowledge of global payer and reimbursement models is crucial in today's interconnected world. Medical affairs professionals understand the diverse frameworks and criteria that different countries and regions use to approve and reimburse medical products. This knowledge is vital for developing strategies that ensure patient access to treatments, aligning the scientific value of products with the economic considerations of payers and healthcare systems. The third component is the corporate strategies and alliances. When it comes to corporate strategies and alliances, medical affairs professionals contribute to strategic planning and partnership building. They play a key role in forming alliances with other organizations, healthcare providers, and research institutions. Their understanding of both the scientific and business aspects of these partnerships ensure that collaborations are not only strategically sound but also aligned with the organization's mission and values. The fourth component of the business acumen for medical affairs is finance for non finance professionals. Even with a primary focus on science and medicine, understanding basic finance principles is indispensable. Medical affairs professionals equipped with financial knowledge can make more informed decisions and contribute more effectively to budget planning and resource allocation. They understand the financial implications of their strategies and can articulate the economic value of medical activities to stakeholders. And then we come to the fifth component, which is business intelligence and analytics. Professional attitude in business intelligence and analytics allows medical affairs professionals to transform data into insights and strategy. They leverage analytical tools to understand market dynamics, competitor activities, and the performance of their own products and initiatives. This competency ensures that decisions are data driven and aligned with both the scientific objectives of the business goals of the organization. Last but not least, the sixth component is marketing and sales fundamentals. An understanding of marketing and sales fundamentals is key to ensure that the scientific and medical value of products is effectively communicated and translated into commercial success. Medical affairs professionals work closely with marketing and sales teams, providing scientific accuracy and credibility to promotional activities. They ensure that the marketing strategies are not only compelling, but also ethically sound and scientifically substantiated. That's to say, business acumen domain is where medical affairs professionals integrate their scientific knowledge with a deep understanding of business aspects, the business aspects of healthcare. They are not just the scientists and the clinicians, they are also strategic thinkers, market analysts, and financial planners. Their role is pivotal in ensuring that medical innovations are not only scientifically sound but also economically viable and aligned with the needs of patients, healthcare systems, and the market. As navigators of this complex landscape, their contribution is essential to the success and sustainability of their organizations in the ever-evolving world of pharmaceutical industry as well as healthcare environment. The fourth and important domain is evidence generation. Medical affairs teams are at the forefront of shaping and substantiating the medical narrative of any product and therapies. So, let's try to explore the core competencies needed in this domain and try to highlight the critical role of these medical professionals to ensure that the medical decisions for the organization are informed by robust and comprehensive evidence. The first component in this domain is the integrated evidence plan, which is in the core of the evidence generation concept. Medical affairs colleagues are tasked with synthesizing data from a variety of sources, including clinical trials, real world evidence, and health economics and outcomes research, And this integration ensures a holistic view of product impact, safety, and value. And this will provide a comprehensive picture that informs all stages of the product life cycle, from development till the post market surveillance. The second component is data gap identification. Identifying gaps in data is very important for continuous learning and improvement. Medical affairs professionals excel in pinpointing areas where information is lacking, and also they are professional in designing studies or data collection strategies to fill these gaps. Such a proactive approach ensures that the medical community and patients have access to complete and up to date information, facilitating informed decision making and advancing medical knowledge. The third and important competency is the awareness of real world evidence and health economics and outcome research, which are increasingly important in understanding how treatments work in real world settings beyond the controlled environment of clinical trials. Medical affairs teams leverage real world evidence and health economics and outcome research to demonstrate the broader impact and value of therapies on patient outcomes, healthcare costs, and overall quality of life. This evidence is vital in communicating the value proposition of products to payers, healthcare providers, and patients. And then we come to the non company sponsored research. If you want to call it independent research, that is okay as well. Engagement with non company sponsored research is a very big evidence about the collaboration nature of medical science. Medical affairs professionals often oversee or contribute to independent research initiatives to ensure that these studies are scientifically sound and ethically conducted. Such collaboration enriches the scientific dialogue and brings in diverse perspectives that enhance the understanding and credibility of medical evidence. The next component in this domain is the innovative evidence generation. In a rapidly evolving healthcare landscape, innovative evidence generation is very important, and medical affairs teams are not just consumers of research. In fact, they are innovators, constantly exploring new methodologies, technologies, and sources of data. Whether it's harnessing the power of big data, or utilizing digital health tools, or exploring novel biomarkers, they are always at the cutting edge of generating evidence that is robust, relevant, and reflective of the latest scientific advancements. Last but not least, the health equity as a component for this domain of evidence generation. The commitment of health equity ensures that evidence generation efforts considers the diverse needs and circumstances of all patient populations, and medical affairs strive to ensure that research is inclusive and that the findings are applicable to a broad demographic. This focus on equity ensures that the benefits of medical innovations are accessible and relevant to all, regardless of the geography, socioeconomic status, and other factors. That is to say, evidence generation domain is where medical affairs professionals in the pharmaceutical industry contribute to the foundational understanding of medical products and therapies. Their work in integrating evidence, identifying data gaps, leveraging real world evidence and health outcomes research, engaging with independent research, innovating in evidence generation, and focusing on health equity. All these initiatives ensure that medical decisions are informed, credible, and comprehensive. As architects of evidence, medical affairs colleagues' role is pivotal in advancing healthcare and informing clinical practice, and that will ultimately enhance the patient outcomes. The fifth domain is the key opinion leader engagements and scientific communication. Medical affairs colleagues play a pivotal role in bridging the gap between scientific innovation and the various stakeholders who benefit from and contribute to healthcare advancements. This eh, section will explore the core competencies needed in this domain, emphasizing the critical role of medical affairs in disseminating knowledge, fostering relationships, and ensuring that the voice of the customers informs medical strategy. The first component here is the integrated scientific communications plan and publications. The foundation of effective scientific communication is a well crafted integrated scientific communication plan. Medical affairs professionals develop and execute these plans to ensure that scientific data and insights are shared consistently and strategically across all platforms and publications. They oversee the creation of peer reviewed articles, white papers, and other publications that contribute to the scientific body of knowledge, ensuring that the information is accurate, relevant, and accessible to all stakeholders. The second component is the medical education of external stakeholders. Educating external stakeholders, including healthcare professionals, key opinion leaders, payers, and patient advocacy groups, is a key responsibility for medical affairs. Medical affairs colleagues design and deliver educational programs and materials that provide up to date, balanced, and scientifically sound information. These initiatives help stakeholders to make informed decisions about patient care, treatment options, and healthcare policies, ultimately improving patient outcomes. The third component is medical information. Providing accurate and timely medical information is crucial. Medical affairs colleagues serve as a reliable source of information, responding to inquiries from healthcare professionals and patients with data that is both comprehensive and understandable. Their expertise ensures that the information provided is not only scientifically accurate but also tailored to the needs of the inquirer, facilitating informed medical and treatment decisions. And then we come to the external scientific engagement. Engaging with the external scientific community is essential for fostering collaboration and staying ahead of the latest scientific developments. Medical affairs professionals actively participate in scientific forums, advisory boards, and professional associations. Through these engagements, they gather insights, share knowledge, and contribute to the scientific dialogue, ensuring that their organization's activities are aligned with current medical thought and practice. The fifth component of this domain is patient centricity, and this is at the heart of all medical affairs activities. Medical affairs professionals ensure that the patient's voice and experience are central to the medical strategy and communication. They work to understand patient needs, preferences, and experiences, integrating this understanding into everything from clinical trial design to patient educational materials. This focus ensures that medical innovations are not only scientifically strong, but also truly responsive to the needs of the patients. The last component in this domain is digital trends and opportunities. In an increasingly digital world, understanding and leveraging digital tools, and trends and opportunities is very important. Medical affairs colleagues explore and adopt digital tools and platforms to enhance communication and education efforts. From social media to mobile health apps and virtual realities, they harness technology to reach wider audiences, provide more personalized experiences, and gather richer, more meaningful insights. That is to say, that the key opinion leader engagements and scientific communication domain is where medical affairs professionals excel in translating complex scientific information into meaningful, actionable insights for various stakeholders. Their work in developing integrated communication plans, educating stakeholders, providing medical information, engaging with scientific community, focusing on patient centricity and leveraging digital trends ensures that the right information reaches the right people at the right time. As communicators and educators, their role is very important in ensuring that the scientific innovations translate into real world benefits, driving forward the mission of improving healthcare and patient outcomes. In the domain of leadership and management, medical affairs professionals and leaders are recognized not just for their scientific expertise, but also for the ability to guide, lead, inspire, and shape the future of their teams and organizations. Here, we will dive deep into the core competencies within this domain, highlighting the essential role that leaders play in fostering a culture of excellence, collaboration, and resilience. The first component here is leadership models. Understanding and applying various leadership styles or models is fundamental for medical affairs leaders. They adapt their leadership style to suit the situation, team dynamics, and organization culture. Whether it's a transformational leadership that inspires and motivates teams to exceed their own expectations, or even servant leadership that focuses on empowering and uplifting team members. These leaders are able to navigate different models to lead effectively and ethically. The second component is the ability to work in matrix organizations and teams. Medical affairs often involves working in matrix teams, where collaboration and cross-functional coordinations are key. Professionals in this domain excel at navigating these complex structures, ensuring clear communication and alignment of goals across different departments. They understand the importance of building stronger relationships and leveraging the diverse expertise of team members to drive projects forward and achieve shared objectives. The third component is talent development, and this is at the heart of effective leadership. Medical affairs leaders are not just managers, they are mentors and coaches who invest in the growth and development of their team members. They identify individual strengths and areas for development, providing opportunities for learning and advancement. By fostering a culture of continuous improvement, they ensure that their teams are equipped with the skills and knowledge needed to excel in their roles. The fourth component is communication skills. Exceptional communication skills are non negotiable for leaders in medical affairs. They must communicate complex scientific information clearly and persuasively. They tailor their message to different audiences and listen actively to understand and address the needs and concerns of others. Effective communication fosters transparency, trust, collaboration, making it a cornerstone of successful leadership. The fifth component is change management. In an industry as dynamic as healthcare and pharmaceutical industry, Being professional in change management is crucial. Medical affairs leaders are skilled at guiding their teams through transitions, whether it's implementing new technologies, adapting to market changes, or reorganizational structures. They understand the human side of change and employ strategies to manage resistance, communicate effectively, and ensure a smooth transition. The last component in this domain is leading in crisis or crisis management. Perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of leadership is leading in crisis. Medical affairs professionals are equipped to lead with calmness and clarity during times of uncertainty. They make informed decisions, communicate effectively, and provide support and guidance their teams need to navigate through crisis. The ability to maintain focus and adapt quickly and inspire confidence is invaluable in steering their teams and organizations. That is to say, the leadership management and in this domain is where medical affairs professionals and leaders demonstrate their ability to not just manage but to lead. Their understanding of leadership models, ability to work in matrix organizations, commitment to talent development, communication, and its communication in an effective way, change management skills, and capacity to lead in crisis are what set them apart as professional medical affairs leaders in this field. They are the catalysts for change, the guardians of the culture, and the architects of the future, driving their teams and organizations toward excellence and innovation. In the last domain of medical governance compliance, medical affairs professionals uphold the integrity and ethical standards of the industry. We will try here to see the competencies needed in this domain, emphasizing the critical role that medical affairs play to ensure that all medical activities are conducted with the highest level of ethical consideration, compliance, and transparency. The first component is governance, compliance, and risk management fundamentals. These are at the center and at the heart of the medical governance and compliance. Medical affairs colleagues are well versed in the regulatory landscape and internal governance structures that guide their work. They ensure that all activities comply with legal requirements, ethical standards, and company policies. By identifying and managing potential risks proactively, they safeguard the organization's reputation and contribute to the trust and credibility of the pharmaceutical industry. The second component here is the codes of practice. Adherence to codes of practice in the pharmaceutical industry is paramount. Medical affairs professionals are not just familiar with these codes, they are the champions of them. They ensure that all interactions and communications, whether with healthcare professionals, patients, or other stakeholders, are conducted in a manner that is ethical, transparent, and compliant with the industry codes and standards. Their commitment to these codes reinforces culture of integrity and ethical practice within their organizations. The third component is the scientific exchange. Facilitating scientific exchange is a key responsibility. Medical affairs professionals engage in the exchange of medical and scientific information with healthcare professionals, researchers, and other stakeholders. They ensure that this exchange is not only informative and up to date, but also conducted in a manner that is unbiased and compliant with regulatory guidelines. Their ability to communicate complex information accurately and ethically is very important in maintaining the credibility of scientific integrity of their organizations. The fourth component is the medical commercial interface. Navigating the medical commercial interface is a delicate balance. Medical affairs colleagues, and leaders ensure that the scientific and commercial aspects of pharmaceutical activities are aligned but distinct. They serve as a bridge between the two, ensuring that commercial strategies are informed by medical insights and that the medical activities are not unduly influenced by commercial interests. Their role is critical in maintaining the ethical boundary between medical science and commercial objectives. The fifth component is the privacy and patient interactions. Respecting privacy and managing interactions with patients and patient organizations are of utmost importance. Medical affairs colleagues are vigilant in protecting patient data and ensuring that all interactions with patients and patient organizations are conducted with respect, consent, and a clear understanding of the patient rights and needs. Their commitment to privacy and ethical interaction reinforces the trust that patients place in healthcare organizations. Last but not least, payments and transfer of value. Overseeing payments and transfer of value is a key aspect of governance and compliance. Medical affairs professionals ensure that all financial transactions and transfers of value, whether with healthcare professionals, researchers, speakers, or other partners, are conducted transparently and in accordance with legal and ethical standards. Their oversight ensures that these transactions are appropriately documented and reported, maintaining the integrity and accountability of their organizations.